Yeah. This shit.
Go around the back. All of these men over that. Stay strong. We're going to get in the mix with us. Nobody moves.
We don't need this shit down here. Our parents can't even toilet them. Hold on. Don't be goddamn shit. Don't point this way. Point that motherfucker way. Motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Shit. Motherfuckers get point guns. We don't need this shit. We don't want this shit. Hey, fuck out. Sorry. Who called y'all now? Because you're already here.
No. Come on.
Oh, I thought you was going
Police can't throw the shit down the street. I'll call him.
I'll see you, sir.
Everybody can chill for a sec.
Back up. You gotta back up. You gotta back up.
I'm taking fuck. Move. Go. Hey, get the fuck off my goddamn way. I don't need no goddamn escort.
You shouldn't let it look like how you are. Now keep your head high, stay 10 toes down. We can make a change some ways somehow. We can do what's
Please back up. Oh, yeah.
You got this motherfucker turned up? Alright. Hey, I ain't gonna do this but one time. Somebody told a lie. Somebody went out and spread a false story that the NFAC was not coming to Louisville. Yeah, they put that shit out on the news. They lied. They said we got COVID-19, that we wasn't coming and shit. So guess what? The NFAC is in your city. Y'all join us tomorrow at the Kentucky Derby. We want the whole fucking city to come out.
Yeah.
Breathe. Say with me, all eyes on Breathe. That's That's all you need to know. So whoever told that motherfucking lie that we wasn't coming to your city, the NFAC is up in here.
Burn this bitch down! Burn this bitch down!
Be on the tail.
We want you to leave us like a wrong city. We've been down here preaching all day. We don't want this shit heard. We don't want these motherfuckers done. We don't need y'all. Y'all can't even
Yes, we do, baby girl. Yes, we do, baby girl.
Get the fuck away from her. Don't tell Trump I said suck my dick.
We need you, bro. We need y'all. We need y'all. Fuck what she saying. We need y'all, man.
I ain't watched the shit. That's right, bro. Hey, tighten up. That's right. What idiot after that? Take it.
Now y'all understand why I tell y'all we can't have the militia mixed in with protest. That's why. We're gonna end up killing them right there. And that's why we told y'all we would not be in the same area. Because we want y'all to be able to do what you want to do. We don't sit around now. You don't talk around here too. So we do this too.
Got you. Man, guess who that lady on the megaphone was?
That's the one that her daughter said her daddy was white and her daughter was trying to
Get in what?
the NFAC.
Fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
that was
Fuck out of here. Yeah, grab it. Grab it. The one right there. That's why she was angry.
Yeah, we got it.
She's mad because last time you said something about somebody mixed and she's been saying that shit since.
But that's the one whose daughter tried to get in the formation and holler at us last time. Okay, well shit, ain't my fault. You fuck with an Edomite, ain't got nothing to do with that. You made that bed, you got to lay it. Stay over there, shit. Don't respond to that. My mother black, my daddy black. That's all I got to say about this shit. That's what I let it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't respond to people like that. Just let them talk.
Don't get baited.
No.
Hey, for everybody who don't know, this garage right here goes up higher than that building. And if you get on this garage, you have the vantage point on this. You're looking down. We did it last time. We had the little gun show down here. Everybody brought their guns out. Gave my cousin and a couple other white folks who snagged up. Somebody tipped us off. Said, hey, you go up on this garage, you can see it. And we went up there, and literally we was standing right over top of the motherfucker. We asked them, are y'all police? They look like militia. And then my dude, the grill up there on the corner, he was down the grill talking to the neighbor. What happened? So this garage right here, it goes up higher than this building right here, and from the top of it, you can get into it from this side and from the other side. But from the top of it, you're looking down on these snipers or whatever they are. We found some snipers up on the garage last time.
Up here? I was at last time.
Yeah.
I pulled point like when we was in formation last time. I was up there.
Exactly. Okay. All right.
And I could see everything.
Everything.
So we're going to put somebody up there.
You can see on all the other buildings too where they have
I got
other
my sniper.
snipers.
I got 2 sniper rifles at the room. So
Okay.
just tell
Well,
me.
you know, we all brought some extra shit.
So now break the fear, pledge allegiance to a flag that neglects us, honor a man that refused to respect us, emancipation proclamation, please. Lincoln just said that the same nation. These are lies that we all accepted. Say no to drugs, but the government's kept it. Running through our community, killing the unity. The war on drugs is a war on you and me, and yet they say this is the home of the free. You ask me, it's all about hypocrisy. The Constitution, it don't apply to me. And Lady Liberty, stupid bitch lie to me. This may be strong, and no one's gonna like what I'm pumping, but it's wrong to keep someone from learning something. So get up. It's time to start nation building. I'm fed up. We gotta start teaching children that they can be all that they want to be. It's much more to life than just poverty. This is definitely word to win. America, 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 America. I charge you with the crime of rape, murder, and assault for suppressing and punishing my people.
I came down this motherfucker. And they said they was gonna kill him, right? The GBI said they was gonna kill him. Until somebody that worked in the GBI told on him. So I told the world. They turned all y'all into killers. So they let that go. Then the KKK got mad because we went to McBrien's house and we went to McMichael's house and went to kill him. And then we told them we shot the Klan up, so they mad about that. Hold on, let me say this. And everybody told me don't come down. Y'all don't want to know how many motherfuckers told me you go down there, they gonna kill you. Straight up. These supposed to be people that had my back. And I said, you know what? I don't believe that shit true. I'm a child of Yah. And I didn't put myself on this mission. He did. I didn't create NFAC. He did.
Yes.
I didn't touch all you motherfuckers. He did. So I figured if I'm supposed to come down here and get killed, that's the way the book is written. You can't escape your destiny. I'm either gonna get killed here, or I'm gonna get killed in Louisville, or I'm gonna get killed somewhere else where they fucking up. But I'm cool with that. You know why? Serve it. Job well done. Alright? I'd rather die for one of y'all than to die over some bullshit. So I'm here. And what happened? Did the KKK show up?
Hell no.
Did we go out that bitch deep?
Hell yeah.
Did we go out that bitch to kill him?
Hell yeah.
He was ready to die.
So you want me to give you a good one? We just showed the fucking world that all this singing and shit doesn't get you any fucking thing. The only language they understand
This right here.
is this shit right here. So that's what I found out. Now this shit is all over the fucking news. Now everybody I don't want no fucking praise. Because 30, 60,000 of y'all should have showed up. And what we got? 1,000. So all you other motherfuckers, I smell pussy.
All day.
So that's what I found out. I found out that a lot of you motherfuckers just talk. And I got what, 18, 20,000 motherfuckers that joined me in the last week? For what?
Right.
For what? So next time we do this shit, we gonna find out again who real and who just like to sit behind their phone and talk shit. Yep. That's what I found out. And y'all the realest motherfuckers I ever met. I love all you motherfuckers.
Hey Wesley, we report live from downtown Atlanta, Georgia at CNN Center. And we have, what organization is this today?
This is NFAC. Some of y'all know what this is. Some of y'all confused us with the Black Panthers and the Huey Newton Gun Club and a lot of other people. But if you remember what happened in Brunswick, that's us. The Not Fucking Around Coalition, the NFAC. That's who we are.
So white supremacists have threatened to kill black people this weekend. Have you heard about that?
Let me explain something to you and your viewers. Yeah, we heard all of that, but see, we don't scare. We don't hear their threats. We threaten back. Okay? That's the problem. Scary Negroes repeating what the enemy said. If they say they're going to kill black people at 8 o'clock, damn it, say back, we killing white people at 8:05. Stop repeating to us what they say, because they haven't made good on one threat today. So today, we went up on Stone Mountain where the Klan was born, with 1,000 of my soldiers looking for the Klan. So we don't respond to threats. We can make threats. That's our problem as a people. We keep playing ourselves as the victim. We don't want no more apologies. We want to give some apologies. We don't want to have to understand. We want y'all to have to understand.
What is the mission of your organization?
To protect black people in their communities, in our I don't want to curse on your show, in our money, in our education, as far as our kids, as far as the sisters, no matter how strong they are, our own self-policing, our own self-patrol, the whole 9 yards, and then become the backbone for the military for a new black nation.
What is the solution to all of this? And that's the last
The solution is very simple. We file a Declaration of Liberation, declaring every African-American descendant of slavery a political prisoner here in the United States and that was affected by the Portuguese slave trade. And then after that, the United States has a choice. Either A, carve us a piece of land out here, we'll take Texas and let us do our own thing, or don't stop us when we exodus out of here and go somewhere where they will give us our own land to build our own nation.
What is your name and what is the...
I'm the official Grandmaster J. I created the NFAC.
All right, and how long have the organization been in existence?
We don't give that information out. Just how we'll tell you this, we're all ex-military. We're all very disciplined. We're all expert shooters. We don't want to talk no more. We don't want to negotiate. We don't want to sing songs. We don't bring signs to a gunfight. We're an eye for an eye organization. So when they decide to act right, we'll decide to act right. And we do it all legally, just like they do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. All y'all niggas talk all that shit online. All y'all talking about how y'all motherfuckers want to get free. All y'all talking about how y'all sick of this bullshit. But I see who the brave motherfuckers are. Y'all should feel good. Look how many other motherfuckers didn't show up. 45 million black people in America getting killed, shot, choked, kidnapped, stabbed, burned, taped, hung. And all y'all talking about y'all sick of this shit. Well, under the Constitution, we have a right to form a militia. Under the Constitution, we have the right to bear arms. Under the Constitution, we got a right to say what the fuck we want to say. And under the Constitution, we can assemble just like we're doing now. They don't say no when the white boys do it. So guess what? This is our Independence Day. Anybody got a problem with that?
NFAC, goddammit.
NFAC.
I'm going to say this one time, and I mean it. Fuck Black Lives Matter. We don't fuck with them. We don't talk. We don't sing. We ain't trying to overcome. We ain't trying to hold hands with you no more. We don't give a fuck about your rainbow. This is for black people. We can't never have none to our damn self. So we gonna have this to our damn self. I'm gonna give y'all the rules of engagement. Do not point your weapon at anybody unless they do something to you first. Under Georgia law, you have the right to use deadly force to kill their ass. And I expect that out of every last one of you motherfuckers out here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you ain't never fired your weapon before, this ain't the time to learn. Some shit pop off, get the fuck out of the way and let those of us that's trained to do it do our job. Ladies, you can be a hero if you want to, but I expect these kings to take a bullet for you.
Right now.
Does anybody out here have any fucking questions? Now where we going, they ain't gonna like us. Where we going, they said we not supposed to be. Where we going, we going. Because we can. No matter what they say to you, do not react. As long as they don't touch you, they touch you, self-defense. Y'all understand that? I don't know no goddamn body out here trying to grow a brain on their own and get a bunch of innocent people killed out this motherfucker. Y'all understand? Yes, y'all see how y'all just formed up?
Let's go.
Senator Clay Higgins. You know, on or around September 1st, you posted on your Facebook page a response to the possibility of the organization, the NFAC, supposedly coming to our hometown of Lafayette, Louisiana to take part in a protest. Now, I've been checking out this organization for some time, and I must say that I have not heard or seen of any demonstrations or protests that were unpeaceful or resulted in any type of violence. I have not heard of any of them showing any hostility towards law enforcement officials or even heard of them being arrested. Clay, you were once a police officer. In fact, you were a policeman with the Opelousas Police Department from 2003 to 2007. And then from there you went to Port Barry from 2007 to 2010 and jumped over to St. Landry Sheriff's Department from 2011 to 2016. While you were a police officer, you were assigned to patrol, you were assigned to civil, and you were a public information officer as well as a part-time SWAT. In 2019, while speaking at the Michael Cohen congressional hearing, you stated that you have arrested thousands of men as you compared Michael Cohen to them. Let's talk about where you and I worked. First off, Higgins, the population of Opelousas, Louisiana is between 15 to 16,000 people. The population of Port Barry is 1,500 to 2,000. And the total population of St. Landry is about 80,000 people. Now, the population of Lafayette, where I work, the parish of Lafayette, is 200,000. The population of the city of Lafayette, where I work, is roughly 130,000 folks. In my 21 years of law enforcement, assigned to patrol, street narcotics, metro narcotics, the FBI gang task force, and SWAT, considering the size of Lafayette and my years in service, anyone in law enforcement and who's familiar with law enforcement knows that even I, supposedly making thousands of arrests, not hundreds but thousands, is a complete stretch of the imagination. But you, Clay Higgins, claiming 11 years in Port Barry, Opelousas, and St. Landry Parish, that you have made thousands of arrests. You posted a picture of black men, members of the NFAC, exercising their Second Amendment rights to bear arms and to protest, with a statement stating that if this shows up, we'll consider the armed presence of real threat. Clay Higgins, you said we the people of Louisiana and make reference to one-way ticket, so have your affairs in order. Now, you don't have to be a graduate of high school to understand that terminology is used to make reference to either someone dying or someone going to jail for a lengthy amount of time. Now, I would have to rule out going to jail because you, yourself, a sitting senator, made reference to dropping at least 10 of them while drinking a beer because of your affiliation with SWAT. You see, what you should have did when you heard Monroe make reference to the NFAC coming in 48 hours, what you should have did was something that we did before fighting overseas with the 24th Infantry and serving search warrants while in narcotics. It's something called gathering intel and verifying the validity of your information. If I can speak to Grandmaster Jay by simply picking up the phone and calling him, why couldn't you, a sitting senator, pick up the phone and verify this information from the man who runs the organization? What gets me about people like you, Higgins, is you try to be so patriotic and pro-American, but in the same breath you shit on the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Constitution by stating that you would actually kill Americans on American soil for exercising their constitutional rights to bear arms and to assemble. You know, one of the first gun laws enacted, it was actually passed in 1620 or 21 in Virginia, which forbid blacks from possessing guns. And then, of course, in 1791, the Second Amendment to the Constitution was ratified. But, of course, blacks were still unable to possess firearms because we weren't even considered people, let alone Americans. You see, Higgins, it's people like you back then who probably endorsed those sentiments. Because today in 2020, you are making reference to killing black men and women for doing the same thing that white men did in Michigan, with the exception of charging their way into a federal building and getting in police officers' face as they scream obscenities. Screaming obscenities not because their sons and brothers, sisters and nieces, daughters and aunts were being killed by the police while unarmed. Not because they're being denied loans and real estate because of their race. Not because they were denied entry into an establishment or a club. Not because people called the police on them because they were jogging in their neighborhood, delivering FedEx packages in a FedEx truck, falling asleep in their college library after studying, but because they didn't want to wear a damn mask and wanted to completely open up the country during a pandemic, regardless of the consequences. Not only did you not criticize that action of those protesters, but you, Higgins, you endorsed this attitude by condemning the actions of your own state governor for implementing mandates that would reduce the death rate from COVID-19 in Louisiana. Now, if I'm wrong about the NFAC, somebody please send me a picture or an article of them pushing their way into a federal building or screaming in the face of local law enforcement. Please, somebody send it to me. Make me aware of it. I haven't seen it. So if it has happened, let me know. With that being said, I can't understand why you, Higgins, is so mad at the predominantly black organization and not mad at the white organization for not only protesting while armed, but doing even more by showing blatant disrespect to government officials and law enforcement, especially considering you were once a cop. Folks like you, Clay, have been showing their ugly face a lot more frequently. Folks who talk shit on Facebook, but then walk around in public with their gun on their hip. Then you have the nerve to wear a badge and a gun on your belt as you walked around Lake Charles to view the damage from the hurricane. It's funny how you can threaten and harm people. You can throw out threats of harming people. But you're so quick to have folks arrested when they do the same to you. In your Facebook page, you say, "We the people of Louisiana." Like, who in the hell told you that you represent us? You can't speak for the entire state of Louisiana. You can't speak for the entire city of Lafayette. Who in the hell told you that everyone in Louisiana agrees with your statement? Then you have the audacity to beat your chest because you were a member of the St. Landry Sheriff Department SWAT team. Higgins, I've spent more time on SWAT alone than you have spent in your whole entire law enforcement career. In fact, the people who trained you in SWAT at the Lafayette City Police Department back when you went through, guess who trained them? Me. You can check it out. It's public information. And from what I heard, you wasn't even that impressive, my man. I've spoken to Grandmaster Jay, and on October 3rd, the NFC will be coming to Lafayette, Louisiana as a collaborative force with activists from Louisiana to address several things that have taken place in Louisiana, to include being threatened publicly by a Louisiana senator. So, Higgins, to show opposition to your Facebook post, to show and express that everyone has a right guaranteed by the Constitution to assemble and bear arms regardless of their race, gender, and religion, I'm hoping that hundreds and thousands gather in opposition of a cruel and biased statement. I'm hoping that once you look upon the crowd from wherever you are and you will see the numbers, then you yourself will be convinced that you yourself could only wish that you could have arrested thousands, as you say. It's time to show you, Higgins, and folks like you, that we're not in the year of 1620, and you cannot threaten to kill protesters because they are black and armed. From New Orleans to Vinton, Shreveport to Homer, New Iberia, Opelousas, Carencro, Lafayette, Dusson, Scott, Brobridge, and Cecilia, Alexandria, Baton Rouge. We are inviting and urging candidates from the upcoming election for city marshal, district court judge, take part in what may be the biggest and peaceful assembly of people since the Jena 6 protests. If you disagree with what Higgins said, show up peacefully. If you disagree with the trend that's taking place around the country and in Louisiana as it relates to law enforcement, show up. If you disagree with the reason why more black and brown people are at a higher risk of dying from not only coronavirus, but from many other illnesses, show up. On October 3rd, I will be there as a black man, a black father, a black grandfather, a black law enforcement officer, and a black veteran. See you there.